Hello, I hope you're doing fine. In this video you will see 21 difficult advanced level verbs so you can improve your vocabulary and speak English as a native. Every verb will have 5 examples so you can check the use in a real sentence. Remember, you can practice this video as many times as you want so you can improve your English. You can subscribe to this channel if you like this kind of videos. Let's start. Number 1. Alter. Change or cause to change in character or composition, typically in a comparatively small but significant way. Alter. For example, we have alcohol can alter a person's mood. This one small event altered the course of history. Many people refuse to alter their plans. It's a tiny secret, one that may not alter much of anything. I'm sure he had altered the results before. Number 2. Involve. Cause a person, group, or thing to experience or participate as a necessary part or result. Involve. For example, the second accident involved 2 cars and a lorry. She's been involved with animals' rights for many years. I prefer teaching methods that actively involve students in learning. They said that the job will involve traveling to Paris. The operation involves inserting a small tube into the heart. Number 3. Amend. Make minor changes in a text in order to make it fairer, more accurate, or more up-to-date. Amend. For example, would you mind amending those documents I sent you? They voted to amend the law in 1920. I'm considering to amend the results of this meeting. The country's constitution was amended to allow women to vote. The rule was amended to apply only to some people. Number 4. Eavesdrop. To listen secretly to someone's private conversation without them knowing. Eavesdrop. 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 For example, he was eavesdropping on his sister and her friends in the next room. She was accused of being eavesdropping on private conversations. Sue was able to eavesdrop on them through the open window. They eavesdropped on their friend last night. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but I heard what's going on. Number 5. Overhear. To hear someone's conversation without meaning to, not intentionally. Overhear. Overhear. For example, we have people overhear conversations. That's very typical. I overhear him saying he's going to Japan. I happened to overhear what he said. Be careful, someone might overhear you. Amanda overheard what they were talking about. Number 6. Brief. To give somebody information about something so that they are prepared to deal with it. Brief. Brief. For example, we have each member of my crew took it in turn to brief me. The company briefed about yesterday's accident. My supervisor has briefed me about the rules in the company. My dad usually briefs us about life problems. Can you brief me about the duties I have in this job? Number 7. Deter. To discourage or restrain from acting or proceeding. To make someone not want to do something. Deter. Deter. For example, we have never deter till tomorrow that which you can do today. The mother cat kept pushing her kitten back to deter it from falling in the river. Failure did not deter him. Her words of warning will hardly deter him. Dogs can deter unwelcome intruders. Number 8. Capture. To film, record, paint, etc. somebody or something. Also, the action of capturing or of being captured. Capture. For example, we have his paintings capture the essence of France. His poems captured the true soul of old Japan. I managed to capture the moment on film. The company is out to capture the Canadian market. The film manages to capture the mood of the times. Number 9. Thank. Express gratitude to someone, especially by saying thank you. Thank. 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 For example, I must write and thank Mary for the present. We thank you for your support all this time. John thanked me after I gave him his present. I really thank you from my heart. We thank you for your offer, but will reject it. Number 10. Clasp. To hold someone or something firmly in your hands or arms. Clasp. Clasp. For example, we have he was clasping the vase tightly, terrified of dropping it. She clasped her son in her arms. Lightly clasp your hands behind your head to relax. The therapist asks the patient to clasp his hands together. Lie on your back, clasp your knees, and pull them down towards your chest. Number 11. Reciprocate. When someone does something nice for you and you do the same thing for them in return. Reciprocate. Reciprocate. For example, we have: they wanted to reciprocate the kindness that had been shown to them. I reciprocated your good wishes. Reciprocate by offering helpful advices. Someday I will reciprocate your kindness to me. Don't feel the need to reciprocate if your boss gives you something. Number 12. Garner. Gather or collect something, especially information or approval, usually after much work or with difficulty. Garner. For example, the company garnered a reputation as web security experts. Squirrels garner nuts for the winter. Congress might still garner sympathy votes. They will have to garner at least 3% of the food. Coppola garnered several Oscars awards for The Godfather. Number 13. Collide. To come together with solid or direct impact. Also to disagree strongly. Collide. Collide. For example, we have: the interests of the two countries collide. They regularly collide over policy decisions. Two planets collided many years ago. What happens when the two interests collide will make a fascinating spectacle. Two taxis has collided in James Park Street. Number 14. Enforce. Cause something to happen by necessity or force, to make people follow the rules or laws. Enforce. Enforce. For example, we have: governments make laws and the police enforce them. You can't enforce cooperation between the players. Rules are rules, and it's my duty to enforce them. You can't enforce anybody to love you. The new teacher had failed to enforce any sort of discipline. Number 15. Overshadow. To make something seem less important or less interesting. To cast a shadow over. Overshadow. Overshadow. For example, we have: the success of her latest hit song was overshadowed by rumors. Her interest in politics began to overshadow her desire to be a poet. Large palm trees are overshadowing the garden. I'm always overshadowed by my perfect little sister. Concern about the oncoming storm may overshadow the family picnic. Number 16. Cower. To bend low and or move backwards because you are frightened. crouch down in fear. Coward. Coward. For example, Michael fired his gun upward. The people cowered. It looks dangerous, so I will have to cower. I will never cower before any master nor bend to any threat. Elderly patients cowered in terror as two nurses fell down. We shouldn't cower when confronted by evil forces. Number 17. Crave. To have a very strong feeling or desire for something. Also beg for something. Crave. Crave. For example, many young children crave attention. Many home-based business owners crave independence and flexibility. I did not crave a more sociable life. If you always crave the same food at the same time, change your routine. You are the only love I crave for, I promise. Number 18. Dash. Run or travel somewhere in a great hurry. Also, to go somewhere very quickly. Dash. Dash. For example, we have, excuse me, I must dash off now. We jumped into the car and dashed to get the ferry. Sorry, I must dash away now. I'm already late for the meeting. The prisoners saw the door open and they dashed to the exit. I've been dashing around all day. Number 19. Deviate. To do something that is different from the usual or common way of behaving. Deviate. Deviate. For example, we have, we never deviate from our principles. We had to deviate significantly from our usual route. I will never deviate from what I believe to be right. The screenplay did not deviate very much from the book. I will pull you back if you deviate off that direction. Number 20. Expose. To remove what is covering something so that it can be seen. Also, reveal the truth of someone or something. Expose. Expose. For example, don't expose it to the sun. He lifted his t-shirt to expose a jagged scar across his chest. We must expose this shameful activity to the newspapers. The corrupt official bought off those who might expose him. We want to expose the kids to as much art and culture as possible. Number 21. Mimic. To copy the way in which a particular person usually speaks and moves, usually in order to make people laugh. Mimic. Mimic. For example, we have, He could mimic all the teachers' accents. The computer model is able to mimic very closely the actions of a person. She can mimic her father perfectly. He mimicked his favorite actor very well. Are you mimicking your mom? She'll kill you. I hope you could improve your English a little more watching this video. If you like this kind of videos, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and share this video with a friend so he or she can also improve his or her English. See you on the next video.